Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Pluto has moved. Pluto has moved. Pluto has moved. We are now in the age of Aquarius. And you probably need some fucking recovery. It's just you need some downtime. From the back and forth of Pluto, Mars being in fall, Mars preparing for retrograde, it's okay if Sagittarius season is a bit slower than you may like. You just need rest. You need recovery. You need sweetness. You need nurturance. Please give that to yourself. I am so fucking for real. Grab your essentials. We got some stuff to talk about. And you probably need to hear this. So, yo, 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 it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024. Oh my God, we are finally out of your season. I'm sure you're relieved at this point. Contrary to what everybody, contrary to popular belief, I feel like when you're in your season, it can be quite disruptive. Usually because you're being propelled. Your season usually comes as some kind of catalyst in a way. And I know I've been preaching like it's about to get better, it's about to get better, and it is. But this is a season of recovery and you regaining hope. You regaining your ability, rebuilding your capacity for hope, optimism, faith, new understandings, new knowings. There's just an onslaught, I feel like, of energy coming at you. And 1:11 on the clock, you are getting a reset, and that reset requires rest. Hydrate, light it if you need it. I'm ready to dive in. Clear out that funky ass energy and create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Sagittarius season 2024, baby. Just breathe, relax, get comfy, get used to that. Because you may be feeling weak right now. And the first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne is what is making you feel weak? What do you need recovery from? And what do you need to give yourself rest for so that you can be brave, so that you can tap into your actual strength reserves? 2:22 on the clock. There's some shit that you need to be masterful about, but you need rest first. And I feel like in the part of this rest is regaining a new, or acquiring a new definition of control. Your relationship to control is coming up for evaluation. And Patreon squad already knows all you can control is what you voluntarily put into your body, whether you react or respond, and what you do about your intentions. Everything else is truly outside of your jurisdiction. And I feel like this is a new timeline that we're hopping on, a new infinity that you will have access to. And it's time to reach for control of that inner beast, that inner primal energy. And there's lots of raw emotion. There's lots of raw feelings. There's lots of recovery that's needed. Some of you need to acknowledge that you feel weak in some sort of way. I feel like we're in a fire season and that energy is going to be lifted. Mars is in Leo. He doesn't retrograde until December 6th, but he is slowed down. And while he's slowed down, you need to slow down a little bit too, because baby, what's coming up next all this yellow. I feel like your willpower, I mean, this is Leo. One of your ruling planets is in Leo, will be retrograding in Leo. Going back to Cancer in January, finishes his retrograde in February, and then will be making his way back into Leo, where he's going to be until like June or something. So you get a long time of Mars in Leo. Excuse me. And be sure to go check out that Sagittarius season astrology video that I made. It has all the important astrological transit dates in there, so pay attention to that. Venus is also going to be coming up behind Pluto in Aquarius. And I feel like that's going to, she's a benefic. It's going to be giving you benevolence. There's sweetness. There's also, I feel like, the remembering of who the fuck you are. Some of you are getting a promotion. Some of you are going to be making more money. Some of you may be pregnant. Some of you may be getting engaged, giving birth, like becoming a mother, becoming a wife. That may not happen specifically in Sagittarius season, but I feel like there's something about preparing for those things. See how they both are wearing crowns? That's the move. That's the motto. You want to be wearing a crown, not a fucking bandage. We are out of fight mode. Like, there will always be shit to fight about, but this like constant like let go of the Eeyore energy. The woe is you, the like constantly pessimistic, the will this ever get better? Like, be done with that. Yes, it's going to get better. It's in the works of getting better. You just got to give yourself some rest. Like, don't you know how much power you have? You may not know. That's the thing. Honestly, you genuinely may not know, Scorpio. And that's why I feel like you need rest and recovery so you can remember who you are. And this is Taurus energy for Scorpio suns. That's your shadow. And I just feel like what you are coming up to have, what you are coming up to possess is shifting. It's like your harvest is coming in. You have sown some seeds, and there will be a plentiful harvest, baby. There will be a plentiful harvest. Queen of Pentacles reversed, and then the Four of Swords reversed. But the thing is, if you don't give yourself rest, and if you don't start working on self-worth, you will downgrade yourself. You are that powerful. If you don't start really nurturing yourself, investing in your body, investing in your self-worth, investing in whatever business, investing in taking better care of yourself, tending to your diet, tending to your hygiene, tending to your workout plan, I just wanted to, working on my fitness, working on my fitness. Go listen to Kanye's workout plan. That'll get your ass going. Center of the reading, being the Queen of Pentacles reverse, is just like, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Some of you don't know how to take care of yourselves. Some of you are really, really struggling. It's like, you know how to look sexy. You know how to like dress it up. You know how to, zhuzh up the aesthetic. And that's just because Libra energy is really Scorpio energy. There was a point in time where there was no Libra, and they just included it in Scorpio. It was the pinchers of the Scorpio. And so you know how to zhuzh it up. You know how to like tend to the aesthetic. But some of you have gotten to the point where you don't even care about that anymore. And I feel like some of you have let and I get it. It's like, you've been in the trenches for so fucking long. It's like, what is it like up there again? I don't remember what it's like up there. And that's why in Sagittarius season, you have to stop avoiding the fact that you need to sit your ass the fuck down. You need to rest. You need to recover. You need time to you need time to transmute the wounds into wisdom. You need quality time with yourself. Not just pouring all your energy and time into somebody else, doing for somebody else, complaining about how it's never enough. It's never good enough. When will it ever be good enough? When you start treating yourself better. Physically, this is about your day-to-day routines. This is about like your belief in yourself. I know you want to be so much. I know you want to have so much more than you do. I know you want to feel so much better, but it starts here. It starts in the realm of the mind. It starts with stillness. It starts with quiet. It starts with reverence. It starts with connecting to the God of your understanding consistently. And with this being reversed, it's like you're evading this. Or some of you are like struggling with codependence or are really, just attached at the hip to somebody else. Some of you are isolating hardcore. Yet in that isolation, you're not taking that great a care of yourself. You're not your number one priority. Final card, final message, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The High Priestess and the Judgment and the Seven of Swords reverse came out with the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. But because this is the final card, Seven of Swords reverse is going to be the bottom of the deck. You are being, this is Pluto. This is you. This is a part of your rebirth. You are being called to understand like the way that your mind has betrayed you, the way that your self-limiting talk has betrayed you, the way that you've like a lot of you have clung to your victimizations or the way that you've been wronged, or you truly believe that like things don't go in your favor or things don't work out for you, and I just feel like you've stolen from yourself. And so now it's so important to connect to your divine feminine energy and tap into your superpowers. You are the motherfucking dark mother. Put some respect on that. And the dark mother understands that the darkness and the light holds up the ceiling. And dark is not bad, just like light is not good. They're the same thing. They're just opposite ends of a spectrum. And you're acquainted with the darkest of your dark, but now it's like, how can you transmute that darkness into power? You have to spend time with it in order to understand what it's there for. There is so much reawakening, so much rebirth. You are being called. These parts of you that have atrophied, these parts of you that you think you lost access to. You think you lost access to your softness or your sweetness or your pretty or your ambition. No, you haven't. The divine's like, yo, I've been trying to call you on the main line. Why aren't you around? Why aren't you picking up? I want to communicate with you. I want to spend quality time with you. I want to show you the truth. I want to show you that it's safe to be bare. It's safe to be intimate. It's safe to be vulnerable with me. And the sooner that you get your ass horizontal and in this prayerful, meditative, quiet place, Pluto shows you. Pluto reveals to you as an individual what he's going to do for you. That Plutonian energy is meant to blow shit up. I feel like you start off the season really like pumped and ready and excited, or some of you have this like swell. Look at all this yellow. There's just this swell of like value. There's yellow is solar plexus chakra energy, and that's where your willpower is housed. So all this yellow that's coming up lets me know that the energy is there. It's there for the taking. But why would you take energy if you haven't gotten clear about what you're going to do with it yet? And so there's something here about like, yeah, we got this. We're good. Oh shit. Are we good? I don't remember. I don't know. Like, what are we going to do next? What's the plan? Okay, well, let's get quiet so we can get the plan. The plan doesn't come from your mind. It doesn't come from your reasoning mind. The plan is going to come from the divine. And all you have to do is get quiet and listen. I am going to be clarifying all of these cards over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, we not only clarify all these cards, me and the ethical cult, we chop it up. There's lots of astrological content over there. There is a tier for daily readings as well. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok is at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. Now let me zoom out a little bit. 3 major arcana. This is going to be a pivotal season. This is, major arcana are like the cosmic road signs, and I feel like there's a lot of cosmic redirection coming out with a bang in Sagittarius season. It's like, what's making you feel weak? It's time to really be with your raw emotions. And we gonna keep talking about it until you do it. It's gonna be the same reading until you do the work. And I know that you're tired, so fucking rest. Please, babe. Please, just rest. I feel like that's the whole reading. It's rest. And then all of a sudden, you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's this growth, this development of divine feminine energy. And you're going to start to see the cracks in the foundation. Because some of you think that you're taking care of yourself because you eat clean and go to the gym every day. And that ain't it. That's not all that there is to self-worth. That's a great starting place. But it goes so much deeper than that. And I feel like that's where the true development starts to come in. Just because you're moving your body, just because you aren't eating trash anymore. And that's not all of you. Some of you have just finally gotten to that place. Some of you are really caring for yourself in the physical. But now this is about your self-worth, what you feel worthy of. And that is evolving. And in some sort of way, your evasion of your mind, your ability to just like tune out, to just be, on the internet and doom scroll, or be on Netflix, or even getting like lost in fantasy world, lost in a book, lost in video games, whatever it is. The evasion is going to eat your ass up if you don't stop and get yourself to that point where you listen, because you are on the chopping block you are up on the review block for rebirth. There are decisions that need to be made, and it's time to take heed on the calling on your life. You're being called to your calling. You have to get off the fence. You have to make different decisions. You have to trust your gut. But you have to trust your spirit. But how can you listen to your spirit if you are like, la, 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 la? How do you, if you don't do this, how do you, how? There's so much good shit that wants to come in, babe. But I just feel like you genuinely need to get your energy up first. It's like time to pray up, time to get meditated up, time to really get still, so you can hear what God has to say to you, not what your self-limiting beliefs have to say. The divine wants to communicate with you. Let's dive deeper. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com. Oh, okay, hold on one second. All right. For those of you who are dealing with a Leo, or someone very fiery, someone who has lots of like vivacious, vibrant emotions. It's such a vibrant thing. vibrant thing. I feel like there's someone with Leo placements or someone that's fiery, someone that's energetic that I feel like is going to help contribute to you stepping up in some sort of way. I also feel like this could be something about your parents. There could just be some big aha moment or healing experience or a profound letting go that is happening with your parents, or there's like aha moments. Keep in mind, Leo is the good father and Cancer is the good mother, and that's where your ruling planet Mars is traversing right now. He's going to be retrograding in those signs. So I feel like you can really wrap up some parental wounds if you let yourself be with it and understand that for a lot of you, your issues around your self-worth, you learn from your mother. You learn from a parent. And it's time to acknowledge that. And you can't heal anything you won't let yourself feel. If you won't let yourself even think about it, then you're probably not letting yourself feel about it. And Pluto's going to bring that up in a way where you can actually touch these emotions and they don't burn you. It's like you can touch, you can experience, you can peel back the layers, you can do all this work. And he's an Aquarius. Aquarius is the most emotionally detached sign. Well, used to be until they got Pluto. And so now it's just like you can like, oh, I can think about these terrible traumatic things that have happened to me and it doesn't make me want to rip my skin off. Fuck yeah. Now we can do some work. Now we can actually heal this. Now we can actually transform. Now we can actually be reborn. If you're dealing with somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements, I do feel like there could be this like big rush and a pullback. There could just be they I feel like need to really focus on their own stability right now versus providing that for you. So don't be putting all your weight leaning on a Taurus. If there's somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, I feel like in your life that you're dealing with, I feel like they are going to provoke you. They are going to be very logical, maybe straightforward. Like somebody could very much so be calling you out with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. But I don't think that they're going to need to, because you're going to be willing to call yourself out. And the willingness that you have to just rest and really take a fine-tooth comb through how you take care of yourself is going to put you in a position where the technicolor starts to really fucking pop. Like I told you, you guys are going from black and white to technicolor. And you finally get to feel the technicolor come in. But first, there will be a reset. A reset that starts in your mind and in your knowing. Because you think you know, but you have no fucking idea how good it's about to get. And how good you're about to be. I'm so fucking excited for you. I'll see you over on Patreon. All the links are in the description box below. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.